Hello, this is my level for level design class. The way I the way I originally planned for this level was for Meatboy to get to the very end and then have to go back the way he came. And there's a bunch of like skill jumps and stuff throughout it that make it a little interesting and challenging to do both ways. I alluded to that by having Bandage Girl locked up in the beginning, and then you can obviously see the key there, so you know, hey, I gotta go get that key and unlock this door. So, without further ado, let's do the level. This first part is a little bit of a. This first part, I originally planned for the player to go in this path, and I had some spikes up here, but through copious amounts of testing, I realized you could just do this, so I got rid of the unnecessary spikes up here. But what you do is you go through here, and I wanted this part to be a skill jump. It's not easy to make that jump. I just made it look easy because I'm really good at this game, but I have failed a lot. And the reason I wanted that to be a skill jump is because I really like the way it feels to just kind of jump through the air and then make a really cool move. So I designed like the first skill jump to be about that. And as you can see, it's not as easy as the first time I did it. Let's see. The second part was I didn't have a lot of plan going into it. I knew there had to be a hazard here because that's what makes Super Meatboy good. All the hazards and the intricate challenges. So I originally started off with just the missile, but you could easily just easier than that, just fall through the room and bypass the entire missile. So I added the rocket there, and if I just kill myself real quick, I'll go into more explaining with that, if I can make it back. With this, I added a small little gap where players can try to get through. Yeah, this might actually be easier in development mode. I put this small gap here to try and entice players to try and go straight down that little hole there. But if you do that, if you like go straight through the hole and try and go down, the rocket will instantly blast you. So that's a little trick right there for you. Also, when coming back, however many of these dirt blocks that you destroy, because you destroy them by landing on them, however many you destroy kind of makes it a little simpler for you to come back. If you don't destroy them, then it's another added obstacle on the way back to the start. Yeah, so let's hop back into the level. We'll go around, die a little bit. I added these spikes here so you can obviously not just run past the obstacle. And the way I kind of do it is I just kind of run back and forth, get rid of all these things. It's not much of an issue, but if you don't time it properly, then you will die. This next part is for the short hops of this game. You really need to be kind of dexterous or else you'll get hit by that. This was another hallway, which I wasn't really sure what the hazard should be. So I was just kind of messing around, putting things together, and I kind of liked the way this was. Originally I wanted the blades to stagnate and not shoot side by side like that, or at the same time. But I think gave it a nice little challenge. You have to be pretty much perfect with the short hops if you want to get past it. And if you don't time the jump properly, you die. Just like I did there and there. The bandage there is a little added bonus. When we get back up to the top, I can show it in more detail. But then you just go back, and that's a little bit of a skill jump right there too, because you have just a small split second to make that jump to complete the level. But the bandage there I added just as a little extra flavor. I added another saw pointing towards it. So if you're feeling risky, you can go for it. If not, you don't. You complete the level either way. It's bonus. So figured I'd put that in there for the more daring players. Pro strategies to get rid of all those blocks. And that's why the bandage can be sometimes difficult to get, because it just doesn't time properly. And there we go. And then since we're in development mode, the game kind of breaks once you beat it. So that's fun. Alright, so that's my level. A couple things I'm going to think about for the future is putting slightly more challenge on that initial run through back. Once you get the key, you just pretty much have to sprint back down the hallway, which doesn't really give any challenge, because once you get the key, it pretty much solidifies you down that hallway. I think I kind of like what that little elbow part with the missile does. If you don't destroy enough blocks, then it'll be a little more challenging to get back, and if you do, good on you. And the skill jump might be a little too tricky, but I'll have people play test it, figure that out. Other than that, that's my level. Thanks for watching.